Click it. Learn it. Science Selfie. Snap into science. Fun and easy.
Hello, welcome back. So in today's lesson, let's learn one-step equation for addition and subtraction. So before we check how we solve this problem by numbers, let's see what exactly is happening in this equation. So this is a conceptual explanation. Look at this picture. It shows a one-step equation using blocks, which is circles. At the top, we have the equation x plus 9 equals 12. On the left side, the big box shows two parts. The long bar labeled x, this is our unknown number, and the 9 circles. This represents plus 9. So the left side means x plus 9. On the right side, the box has 12 circles. That shows the total value is 12. Now remember, an equation means both sides are equal, like a balance. To find x, we remove the 9 circles from the left side. But to keep the balance fair, we must also remove 9 circles from the right side. When we remove 9 from 12, we are left with 3 circles over here. Those 3 circles match the bar labeled x. So x is equals to 3. Let's check. 3 plus 9 is 12. Correct. That's how we solve a one-step equation using blocks or circles, whatever diagram we have. So to find the unknown x, we need to subtract 9 from both sides to see what we are left with. That is gonna give us the unknown x over here. So this is what we'll be doing in today's lesson, where if we don't know something, we are gonna take this away from both sides. Now also there is one more thing. When you have an equal sign, you can do whatever you want to the left side and the right side. For example, if you are adding plus 5 to the left side, you can do the same thing for the right side. It won't make a difference at all. Now let's say we have 1 equals 1. Then you can add any number you want to both sides, but the overall equation will be the same. Likewise, if we try 5 equals 5, and if you want to add 2 to both sides, this would give us 7 equals 7. But in this equation, we have a plus 9 over here. So we need to cancel this out to find what x is. So we know that if we have a plus 9, we can take away 9 to make this a 0, to cancel this out. But like I said earlier, if we are taking 9 away from left side, we need to do the same thing for the right as well. So this is gonna cancel each other out, and 12 take away 9 would give us a 3, which is x equals 3. So take away 9 from both sides. This would cancel each other out and give us just the x and 3. So x equals 3. Okay, let's move on to the next equation. So we have x plus 1 equals 4. Now if I draw the diagram for that, I would get x plus 1 equals to 4. We know that it's gonna be equal sized, right? Since they are equal. So this would be the x portion. So like I said earlier, to find out what x is, we need to take this away. So if we take away 1 from the left, we need to do the same thing for the right as well. And that would give us the value of x, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. So x equals 3. So this is what we'll be doing over here. So let's take away 1 from the left and right. This would cancel each other out and give us an x. 4 take away 1 would give us a 3. So x equals 3. Okay, so we have another question. 5 plus d equals 12. So we need to cancel this 5 out from this left side to get the d. So to cancel this 5, we need to take away 5 from both sides. Whatever you do, you should do for both sides. So let's take away 5 from the left and right. So this cancels each other out and gives us a d. And then 12 take away 5 would give us a 7. So d is 7. Now if you get this same question in your MCQ, or if you're really in a rush to find, what you can do is, okay, so just keep the letter which you have to find in your answer, which is the d, and move the other numbers to the opposite direction. But the only thing is the sign would change. So if you move this plus 5 to the other side of the equation, it would become minus 5. So 12 minus 5 is a 7. We have the same answer, right? So next, let's solve this 8 equals 4 plus x question. So in this, we need to find what x is. Think of this equation like a balanced scale. Because anyway, both sides are going to be equal, right? So if this is a balanced scale, and this side has 8 kilograms, for example, and the other side has 4 kilogram plus x, we need to find what x is. So to balance it, both sides must be equal. If 4 is already there, what must x be to make 8? Yes, it's 4. So if this is 4, 4 plus 4 would give us an 8. So let's solve this as usual. So if we have a positive 4 over here, we need to take that away from both sides. That would give us a 4 equals this 4 and 4 would cancel each other out, give us an x. So it's x equals 4. Let's say you got this same question in your MCQ. So we don't have time to work this out in a conceptual way, right? So I have an easy method which is quite fast compared to our normal method. So this equation is 8 equals 4 plus x. So the way is we need to keep this x in the right side as it is and move all the other stuff to the left. So here we need to move the plus 4 to the left. The only thing which changes is the sign. If it is positive 4, this becomes negative 4. That's it. So if you just move this to the left, you would get 8 minus 4 equals, we already moved the 4, so x. So x is 4. Hope this method is easier. And we would get our x equals 4 answer as usual. Okay, 2 equals y minus 3. To cancel this minus 3, let's add 3 to both sides. So 2 plus 3 would give us a 5. This would cancel each other out and y. So y is 5. Okay, so this is our next question. 10 equals y minus 2. So the only difference you would notice is that this is a minus, which is one-step equation with subtraction. So let's say, so let's keep the y over here and let's try to cancel this minus 2. So to cancel this one out, we have to add a 2. Whatever number you have, just type the opposite of it. So since this is negative, you need to add a 2. Since you added a 2 over there, add the same 2 to the right side as well, then you would get y equals 12. Right? So plus 2 plus 2, 12 equals y. Now, like I said earlier, if you have this type of question and you have to finish it fast, what you can do is just keep the y in the right side and move the other numbers to the opposite direction. So we have a negative 2 over here, it would become positive 2. So 10 plus 2 would give us a 12, and we already moved this minus 2, so we have y equals 12. You can type in your comment which method you prefer. As long as you understand this concept, it's fine to do as you like. Let's move on to the next question. N minus 2 equals 13. To cancel this minus 2, let's add plus 2 to both sides. Cancels each other out. 13 plus 2 is 15. I think you can hear some background music. Please don't mind. So n is equals to 5. Okay, now we have another question, which is 6 equals 3 minus a. But the difference is a is negative, which we have not done so far. So let's see how to resolve this and find what is positive a. Okay, so when you have a question, at the end you should give the answer as just positive a, but the answer can be negative or positive, whatever you want. Okay, so let's say, like we said earlier, to cancel this 3 out, we need to negative this 3 from both sides. Since this is a positive 3, you have to do the exact opposite to both. So negative 3, negative 3. So subtract from both. 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0, which would cancel each other out. We have minus a. Okay, now can you think how to make this negative a positive a by doing something to both sides? Think. So you can multiply this negative a by a negative 1. So since we multiplied this by a negative 1, you need to do the same to the left side of the equation. So 3 times negative 1 is minus 3. Minus into minus is plus. 1 in a into 1 is a. So a equals minus 3. If it's not clear, you can drop a message in the comment section. I'll make another video. N minus 7 equals 1. To cancel this out, let's add 7 to both sides. N cancels each other out. 7 plus 1 is 8. So n is 8. Question, 4 plus z equals minus 4. So let's cancel this out. Since it is a plus 4, we need to do the opposite for both, which is negative 4. So subtract 4 from the left and right. So this would cancel each other out and give us an z. Minus 4 and minus 4 gives us a minus 8. So z equals negative 8. We have a very interesting question over here. Minus 6 equals minus 3 plus d. So if you watched the entire video, why don't you try this question and answer in the comment box. If any of you want an explanation to find what d is, please do let me know. See you in the next video with one-step equation for multiplication and division.
Click it, learn it. Science Selfie. Snap into science. Fun and easy.